let's go over some basic practices for drawing blood from a central line. I say basics because if you look up drawing blood from a central line online, you're going to see quite the variation of this. They're all pretty similar, but you are going to see a couple tweaks here and there. So at the end of the day, what I'm getting at is follow your hospital's policies for how they want you to draw blood from a central line at your hospital. Step 1 is going to be pausing any infusions that can be paused. These are things like your IV fluids, if you have an antibiotic running, if you have electrolytes running, things that can be paused that will not affect the patient. TPN, lipids, continuous sedation typically can be paused for a couple minutes. The things we're not going to want to pause are our vasoactive medications. Heparin is kind of this gray wishy-washy area. Again, if you look up, should I pause heparin or should I not, you're going to get a variation of information. What we know for sure is if you pause heparin for too long, this can affect your blood results. But if you are drawing out of a central line that is contaminated with heparin, that is also going to impact the results. So your best practice for something like this is going to be, if you have the heparin running through a central line, to draw your heparin labs, your APTT or anti-10A, whatever you're drawing, either, peripherally, like by doing a stick, through an arterial line, or if your patient has a good peripheral IV and you're allowed to draw off peripheral IVs, I would stick to that. Okay, so we pause the things that can be paused. Now we're gonna scrub the hub, and typically when we're drawing labs off a central line, we are drawing from the most distal lumen, or per manufacturer's recommendations for that specific central line. You're gonna flush with about 10 milliliters of NS, and then you're gonna aspirate back 5 to 10 milliliters of blood. This is going to be your waste. Again, you may see some variations in these numbers, but typically a flush of 10 milliliters or so is good, and typically a waste of 5 to 10 is good enough. Go ahead and draw your blood samples, whether you're drawing with a syringe or using a vacutainer. You've gotten all the blood that you need. You're gonna go ahead and flush with 10 to 20 milliliters of NS, and then go ahead and restart your infusions. That is a very basic overview. Let me know if you have any specific questions.